Hello and welcome back. So we're looking at if and else statements today. Previously, we looked at conditions, comparators, Boolean values, or bool for short. And today we're just going to see if a condition is true and then how to handle if it is true or false. To do that, we need to use comparisons. I'm going to start by creating a new file, and I'm going to call it if and else.py. So if and else.py are going to describe how to do if and else statements. Let's take numbers. So let's say, what's a good number? Let's say age. Age is usually an integer, so I'm going to use int input. And I'll say enter your age, and then use a \n so it goes to the next line. Then I'm going to see if. So there's our keyword, our new keyword, if. If age is, let's say, above or equal to 13, because I believe you have to be 13 to be in grade 10. So let's see if they're old enough to be in grade 10. So if the age is greater than or equal to 13, print you are old enough to be in grade 10. Awesome. So now if I run this, it'll only output this print statement if this condition is true. So if works this way. It checks if this is true, then run the indented code. To indent, you can press tab or space a few times. Indentation level matters in Python. You don't want to mix tabs and spaces. You want to use one or the other throughout your entire code. If you start mixing them, some editors will have problems. Especially online editors don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and I'm going to run this to test it. And then I'm going to give it 13 because 13 is greater than or equal to. So it is equal to. And it'll say you are old enough to be in grade 10. However, if I enter 12, press enter, I don't get anything because I didn't tell it to do anything. So let's program this to handle that. So if we're not old enough, else print you are not old enough to be in grade 10. Granted, this doesn't account for people who are able to skip grades at an or go through grades at an accelerated rate. And there's always going to be those edge cases, but we're not talking about those in grade 10. We're just doing what we're doing today. All right, so let's run this. And it says enter your age. Let's try 12 again. And it says you are not old enough to be in grade 10. I should put yet. Yet. Because eventually they will be. So now we can check everyone's grade, make sure they're old enough. We know what to do if it's true or if it's not true. We can even do multiple print statements. You will be soon. And then I could do another print statement in here because it will run all of the indented code. Congratulations. And then I can run it again. And depending on what I put, so if I enter 14, it'll say congratulations. If I run it one more time and I enter, let's say 11, it says you will be soon. What if I only want to say you will be soon if they're within 2 years? So if they're, I don't know, 10 or above or 11 or above. Let's say if age is greater than or equal to 10. Then I can indent this line and it will only say this if they are within 10 years. This is called a nested if statement. So And it's not really common that we use nested if statements. This is an example that would be acceptable to use that. Usually, you'll use else if statements. You could use, well, I guess there's no switch statements in Python. You can use and operators and or operators. So like we can even do and age is less than 22. I don't actually know what the limit is. Let's say it's 23. You can't be 23 and in high school. I'm pretty sure it's way less than that. However, we're just doing this for an example. So, a nested if statement, if the age is greater than or equal to 10, it'll print you will be soon. So if I run this one more time and I do 10, it says you will be soon. Let's test it. Let's say we're 7. It doesn't say I will be soon because this isn't true, so it won't run this. So this is an example of a nested if statement. I don't usually use nested if statements, and they're not super common. They are very niche in how you would use them. But it is a requirement that we show you how to do a nested if statement. All right, that should be just about everything that you need for your daily activities. Make sure to review what you did in the last section as well. If you are really stuck, hopefully that will help. And I will see you in the next one.